Well, good morning. It's April, which means it's transfer month. So I'm on day 2 of my cycle. So I'm headed up to the doctor. It's early, it's a Saturday. I love going up there on a Saturday, no traffic. And we're gonna do an ultrasound just to see if there's any like dominant follicles, anything that would cause me to ovulate early, anything going on weird. And then, yeah. And then in like 8 days, day 10, I start ovulation kit. Day 12, I go in for another ultrasound. I mean, it's just, it all happens really fast. So, but today we're day 2 and we'll just go up and see what happens. I'm sure it'll be no big deal, but once again, by myself. Mike's with Luke. Well, Luke's still asleep, and Kevin's. This kid's not napping anymore. I'm so sad about it. But I'm tired of the fight too. Like, I fought for so long to try to keep the naps, but he's just not gonna do it. And my mom said her kids stopped napping at 2. I'm like, well, maybe it's hereditary. So there you go. Anyway, okay, here we go. Okay, all done. Ultrasound was good. Everything looks fine. I don't have any dominant follicles this time around, but we are doing everything a day earlier, they told me. So normally they do ultrasound day 3. Ovulation tests start on day 10, ultrasound on day 12, and then from there, we are doing everything a day earlier. So today's actually day 2. We did an ultrasound today. Ovulation tests start day 9, and then we'll do another ultrasound day 11. And I think it's because last time, when I did the transfer in September, I did have a dominant follicle. And I don't think that. She told me that, and I knew that I did have a dominant follicle, and she told me that that's why we're doing it a day earlier, is because I had a dominant follicle last time, and so this time they're just gonna kind of err on the side of caution and do everything a little bit earlier just to make sure we don't miss that ovulation window, which now that I'm thinking about it, maybe could be why the transfer didn't work. We didn't necessarily miss the ovulation window, but I think they're just trying to be more in control of it this time. So everything looks good though. So I had to get blood work done. They poked me in 3 different veins. I have the worst veins. She was like, how are your hands? I was like, painful. Please do not poke me in my hand. If you've ever had anesthesia or like blood drawn out of your hand, it hurts so bad, at least in my opinion. I am not afraid of needles, but when you have to get poked over and over, I got once in this arm, twice in this arm, had to bring in somebody else. I might not drink enough water or something, but I have veins that roll. That's what they've told me. I have veins that roll. So they find a great vein, they go to poke it, and the vein moves and it rolls, and mobile veins. So anyway, okay. So next week is when the bigger stuff starts happening. It's all natural this time around, so no birth control, no estrogen. We're just doing the progesterone, and I will do a trigger shot. So anyway, that means it's cheap, which is my favorite. That's the best part. It's cheap. So here we go.